Welcome to Fox 54 News at 6. I'm Kenesha Dees. We've had some perfect weather this week, but it isn't going to stick around. Warmth and dry sky dominated our forecast, but expect plenty of rain. Just take that in, bask that in. Saturday, expected to be a Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert Day. Let's bring in Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Before we talk about this weekend, let's again bask in this warm weather. You just saw that beautiful video out in, I think that was Rainsville.
Yeah, I love it too. It's been a beautiful couple of days across the Tennessee Valley, and that was a beautiful shot that really encapsulated the entire afternoon across all of North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. Yeah, we had some cloud cover across the area, but we had plenty of sunshine, and it was incredibly warm this afternoon. Huntsville, one of the only places that did not see 80 degrees this afternoon. We saw 80 degrees up in southern Middle Tennessee. We saw 80 degrees over in northeast Alabama. Normally our friends in Fort Payne are cooler than everybody else. We saw 82 this afternoon over in Florence. In case you're curious, their record high temperature dating all the way back to the early 1900s is like 86 degrees, so they didn't beat that this afternoon. The temperature's currently sitting in the 70s across the Tennessee Valley. It is going to be a beautiful evening, but then things are going to begin to change. The timing here could not possibly be any less perfect. It comes this weekend where we're talking about a marginal risk for some strong or severe thunderstorms. The biggest concern there going to be the threat for some heavy rain, gusty winds that has prompted a Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert Day for the front half of the weekend. We'll discuss it in a few minutes.
Thank you, Jordan. Huntsville police have identified the woman found murdered in a Huntsville apartment complex as an Alabama A&M University student. HPD says they were first notified of the shooting yesterday around 9 in the morning at the Candlewood Apartments on Julia Street. They found the victim, 19-year-old Nadia Perkins, dead inside an apartment. Alabama A&M confirmed that Perkins was a student at the university majoring in criminal justice. The investigation is ongoing. Also, an investigation underway at the campus of Alabama A&M University after multiple female students reported being secretly recorded in a bathroom stall inside the engineering building Monday. In a statement to Fox 54, the university says they have a no-tolerance policy for any acts that impact safety, saying, quote, "We remain committed to the safety of our AAMU community with an ongoing enhancement of our campus safety infrastructure." The university urges anyone with information to come forward. A man wanted for 2 felony child pornography charges behind bars after being accused of shooting at deputies in Autauga County. Authorities say Taylor Cox was found with multiple photos and videos depicting child sexual exploitation. Warrants were issued for his arrest, but he then ran away from North Alabama. The Autauga County Sheriff's Office says when deputies tried approaching a home Cox was in, he fired several shots at officers. Cox surrendered shortly afterward. In addition to the child pornography charges, he now faces pending charges for attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. Have you seen this teen? Take a good look at your screen. The Fayetteville Police Department needs your help finding 14-year-old Ethan Stafford. He was last seen around 8:30 last night near the old Lincoln County Hospital on Maple Street West, and was last seen wearing all black clothing and maybe in the Huntsville area. If you have any information about Ethan's whereabouts, you're urged to call Fayetteville Police at 931-438-7771. All Colbert Heights schools will close tomorrow so students, faculty, and community can attend the funeral of one of their own. Logan Ducky Inman passed away earlier this week. The district announced Inman's passing on social media, calling him a spark of happiness and laughter. Ducky was a proud member of the Pit, the percussion section of the Pride of the Mountain Marching Band. His family says he lived his life one fist bump at a time. Visitation is from 9 to 11 at Morrison Funeral Home in Tuscumbia. The funeral will immediately follow in the chapel. Deepest condolences to the community. Well, a bill moving forward through the Alabama legislature could change what SNAP recipients are able to buy at the grocery store. The measure passed the Alabama Senate in a 23-2 vote Tuesday. It's now headed to the House. Supporters say it's about encouraging healthier food choices, while some advocates argue it could create new barriers for families who rely on food assistance. Fox 54's Valentina Chalala has more.
According to the Senate, this proposal is meant to improve public health by limiting what SNAP benefits can be used to buy. If approved federally, sodas and certain sugary candies could no longer be purchased with those benefits in Alabama. The bill defines what would be restricted. It defines soda as a drink with carbonated water and sugar or corn syrup listed as the first two ingredients. It also includes a 3-strike rule for retailers, meaning stores could accidentally allow those items to be purchased with SNAP benefits 3 times in a year before fines or penalties are issued. Supporters say the goal is to address high obesity rates in the state. Alabama currently ranks 4th in the United States for obesity. The measure still needs approval from the Alabama House, but Carol Gunlock, a senior policy analyst with Alabama Arise, says there are more effective ways to reduce obesity than limiting what people can buy with food assistance.
It's unnecessarily stigmatizing because, again, people on SNAP spend their food benefits just like the rest of us spend our food budget. It also creates chaos and confusion and expenses for the state of Alabama and for the grocers who sell those items.
Gunlock also says processed foods are often cheaper than fresh options, and restrictions like these could make it harder for some families to stretch their food budgets. In Huntsville, I'm Valentina Chalala, Fox 54 News.
If the bill passes the House and is signed into law, the state would still need federal approval before the restrictions could take effect. Downtown Rescue Mission is opening expanded areas at Owens House, nearly doubling the facility's capacity. Officials say the new areas will serve women and children experiencing homelessness, giving them access to warm beds, nutritious meals, and other essential services during times of crisis. DRM says the project is part of their ongoing effort to expand its facilities to meet the needs of the local population. The expansion officially opens next Tuesday. Well, a mysterious flame along County Line Road in Madison had residents doing a double take this morning. You may have seen it. Look at this. The orange plume near the intersection of County Line and Old Highway 20 appeared to hover in midair, but there's a grounded explanation. Pipeline company Kinder Morgan says the flame is part of scheduled inspections and testing on a natural gas line that runs through the area. The company says the controlled flaring is expected to continue through Sunday. Kinder Morgan says it has coordinated with the nearby airport and the FAA, and local emergency responders have also been notified. The company says it does not anticipate any impact to the public. The United States Army awarding a $95 million contract to a tech company at Redstone Arsenal. AeroVironment Inc. was awarded the contract to develop advanced facilities for testing missile defense technologies. Project Genesis will create next-generation facilities to simulate real-world conditions for sensors and missile systems. The testing setups will include flight motion tables and cryogenic space chambers, allowing engineers to evaluate equipment under extreme conditions. The goal for air and missile defense, helping the U.S. field safer, more effective systems. Water conditions are improving in parts of East Limestone as crews work to clear discolored water from the system. Residents in East Limestone began seeing cloudy or discolored tap water Tuesday after emergency maintenance following the activation of a new water line in the area. While conditions are improving, authorities say you can take steps to help flush your water lines faster. Just find an outdoor faucet, set the flow rate to medium, and let the water run for 10 to 15 minutes. When you're done, check your indoor faucets for clarity. The authority says affected customers will automatically receive a credit for water usage on a future billing cycle. Bottled water also available at the East Limestone Fire Department through 2 p.m. tomorrow. A new Marshall's store is set to open in just a couple of months in Fort Payne, where construction is now finishing up at the DeKalb Shopping Center. The doors are open for construction crews, and the sign still says coming soon. There it is. Crews have finished much of the inside of the store and are now resurfacing the parking lot outside. Fort Payne Mayor Brian Bain says they're expected to open May 1st alongside Five Below. The nail spa is already open for business. An Alabama House committee passing a bill requiring public schools to display the 10 Commandments. House Bill 216 would require 5th through 12th grade history classrooms to have a poster displaying the 10 Commandments. Schools would also need to place a display in common areas like libraries or cafeterias. A similar proposal passed the House last year but stalled in the Senate. If approved, the measure would take effect October 1st. And 2 Alabama House committees approving bills requiring schools to mandate that students recite the Pledge of Allegiance and allow public prayers. House Bill 43 and House Bill 511 would cause local school boards to lose up to 12.5% of their state funding for not complying. Supporters say the measure gives students a chance to practice faith, but critics say it could pressure students of different religions or those who choose not to participate. The full House will now take up both bills for consideration. Kristi Noem is out as Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. President Trump made the announcement today, nominating Senator Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma to replace her. Noem has faced growing scrutiny over her conduct, including an alleged romantic relationship with her chief advisor and her conflicting accounts over fatal shootings involving federal immigration agents. Noem was criticized for the decision to pause TSA PreCheck during the current DHS funding lapse, and a move that was reversed within hours. You can learn more about Noem's firing and reactions to the news on demand on FOX54 Download on your TV, watch for free.
Naturally, people want to fly nonstop if they can.
Wheels up to St. Pete. An affordable airline takes its first flight to the Florida Gulf Coast. We've got a look. The TRAIN Act bill could bring more career professionals to the classroom and hopes to get students ready for the workforce. FOX54's Kip Aguayo explains. A new bill on the House floor could help students train for the workforce at both the high school and college levels. Its sponsor says it would make students better prepared for the job and help the local economy by bringing in more employees. House Bill 517, otherwise known as the TRAIN Act, would bring in industry professionals to K-12 and college classrooms to help teach the next generation. FOX54's Kip Aguayo shows us the bill's potential impact.
A bill in the Alabama legislature could make it easier for full-time professionals to help out at local schools and community colleges, better preparing the next generation for their career. House Bill 517 would establish the Talent Readiness and Industry Needs, or TRAIN Act. If passed, it would allow local businesses to partner with educational institutions to help provide career and technical training to high school and college-age students. Those businesses would get a tax credit to lend their employees to an eligible school. Employees would have to go through a certification process to be able to teach, but they would already have years of experience under their belt. And those years of experience would help students learn what a job is like, what they need to do to get the job, and how to best prepare themselves for a career. Administrators at Northeast Alabama Community College say it's an exciting prospect that would help their students and the workforce at large.
Companies that are saying, yes, we'll love to come teach that, and them come in and the kids be able to talk to them about professionally, you know, what do you do every day, and what does this job look like when I leave here? So I think that would benefit our students a lot.
The bill just went to the House floor, so it's still in the early stages of legislation, but local schools are already eager for the opportunity to bring in even more industry professionals. In Rainsville, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
The bill has already passed the House committee, but it still needs approval from both the entire House and the Senate before heading to Governor Kay Ivey's desk to be signed into law. A new era at the Huntsville Museum of Art. We learn who's behind the new name that hangs over the museum's education wing. Stay with us. Jordan, any rain game tonight?
Probably not tonight, but as we head into the weekend, things are going to begin to change. Saturday's a Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert Day. We'll discuss it here in just a couple of minutes. Did you know that you can get weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus? Here's how. Go to Fox 54 Plus on your Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, or Samsung. Once you're on the main screen, push the down arrow and click on the Fox 54 Plus Weather Impact 24/7 block. Here, you'll find radar, current temperatures and conditions, traffic cams, forecasts, and more, all available on demand. Want to get back to the main channel? Just push the down arrow and click on the 24/7 stream button. It's your weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus. Start streaming today.
We do have a Fox 54 traffic impact alert for you tonight. Decatur Utilities announced lane closures on Spring Avenue are being extended through Saturday. Contractors will continue to perform overnight sanitary sewer rehabilitation between Beltline Road Southwest and Sim Street. That work will continue through Saturday from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. You're asked to pay attention, watch for construction personnel, and drive carefully through the work zone. For more traffic impact alerts, go to fox54.com. HSV to PIE Allegiant Air kickstarting nonstop service from Huntsville to St. Pete, Florida today. Just take a look from the tarmac. The plane is getting a water cannon salute on its way to the gate in Huntsville. The new flights will operate up to 2 times per week. Airport officials say the added destination benefits travelers looking for more nonstop options.
Naturally, people want to fly nonstop if they can. So this is, again, it puts another notch on the map for us to have nonstop service, making it more convenient for our passengers. Also remember, Allegiant is an ultra low-cost carrier, so they really have great competitive fares. So people need to get online and book and find that great vacation.
All right, well, Allegiant returned to the airport last year with service from Huntsville to Fort Lauderdale. They also added a flight to Orlando Sanford International Airport last month. The nonstop route to Gulf Shores will also be added in May.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
Sun sets on a beautiful day. Just take a look. This is outside of our studio, right outside of our studio on Memorial Parkway. But the sun may not be anywhere in sight this weekend as we're expecting rain in the forecast. We're going to find out just how much rain because it is going to be a Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Yeah, Saturday is definitely going to be a Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert Day. All the goodness that has been today is going to come to an end. I've been distracted for about the last half hour because I could have sworn you said, and you talked about this at 5:32, that the airport code for St. Petersburg was PIE.
Pie.
Yeah, and I've been trying to come up with some sort of a joke about getting pie, and I'm not punny enough to come up with any sort of pie references.
Well, it would have worked out perfectly if it premiered on March 14th, Pie Day.
Oh,
right.
So what Kenesha is really saying, and I agree wholeheartedly, is that really there was a missed opportunity on Allegiant's part.
I know, right?
I'm not saying we should head up Allegiant's marketing department or anything, but
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
I think you had a fantastic idea where they should have launched this on Pie Day. It was incredibly warm this afternoon. It was a beautiful day. We saw 79 at Huntsville International. They're one of the few places that didn't hit 80 today. We saw 80 up in southern Middle Tennessee. We saw 80 degrees over in northeast Alabama and northwest Alabama. Florence saw 82. They were the warm spot this afternoon. Their current record is 86, so they didn't really come close to breaking their record. Temperatures currently sitting in the low and mid 70s across the Tennessee Valley. Really is going to be a beautiful evening. If you'd like to step outside for a little bit of dinner, leave your windows open tonight. No AC needed, and you're definitely not going to need the heat. Maybe that goes without saying at this point. I've got a low temperature right around 60 degrees. The average high for this time of year, right around 61 or 62. So put that into a little bit of perspective when you're thinking about the Friday morning commute. 63 at 7, 66 at 8, 71 degrees by the time we get to 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning in early March, and we're already sitting in the lower 70s. 74 degrees by the time we get to 10 a.m. A couple of scattered showers, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder are going to be possible as we head into your Friday. Otherwise, a partly sunny to mostly cloudy sky. The sky is going to look very similar tomorrow to what we've seen over the last couple of days. And temperatures are going to be warm once again. I've got a high temperature right around 80 degrees. Then we get to the weekend and things are going to begin to change. Kenesha already mentioned it. Saturday is going to be a FOX54 weather impact alert day, specifically Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're talking about some showers and thunderstorms that are going to develop across the Tennessee Valley. We could get some pockets of very heavy rain. Some of us could get 1 or 1.5 inches of rain that we really could use. We could also get some gusty winds. There could be a little bit of small hail thrown into the mix. What do you need to do right now? You need to pay attention over the next couple of days. I'll continue to provide updates here on air, online, and of course on my social media as well. Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Make sure you have the FOX54 app downloaded on your phone. You'll get the very latest in weather forecasts. Here's Futurecast as we head into the lunch hour on Friday. Relatively dry, trying to develop a couple of isolated showers, a couple of rumbles of thunder through the heart of the afternoon, early into the evening. This activity is going to be very isolated in nature. A good number of us are going to end up staying dry. A cloudy sky as we head into Saturday morning, but we are going to be dry. By the time we get to Saturday afternoon, a cold front is going to begin to push its way into northwest Alabama, bringing a semi-robust line of showers and thunderstorms into Lauderdale, Colbert, and Franklin County. Again, we could be talking about some gusty winds. We could be talking about a little bit of small hail. Now, as that line pushes its way to the east, through the heart of Saturday afternoon, early into Saturday evening, it's really going to begin to break up and fall apart, and it's going to lose a lot of the punch that it's going to bring. So what we end up getting across much of the Tennessee Valley as we head into Saturday evening is just simply going to be some pockets of heavier rainfall. And that rainfall is going to remain possible through the overnight and then early into Sunday morning. Have a good look at the next 7 days. 80 degrees on Friday, still warm on Saturday despite the showers and thunderstorms. I've got a high right around 78. Now, those showers and thunderstorms, like I said, are associated with a cold front. Still going to be warm though on Sunday, 73. Multiple other opportunities for rain as we head into the early and middle part of next week. 77, 78, 79, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Kind of back to reality by the time we get to next Thursday. Got a high right around 67.
Check this out. The Huntsville Museum of Art has renamed its educational wing to the Eisenberg Art Academy in honor of longtime supporter Hank Eisenberg. Eisenberg recently gifted the museum $1 million to support its mission of bringing people and art together. The museum held a short program followed by the unveiling of the new sign this afternoon. Eisenberg says his donation was driven by the need to bring art to the community, believing it's essential to teach art and the humanities to build a well-rounded city.
Huntsville's known for all the great technology we do, the engines, the spaceships, the Army aviation. I wanted to support the Institute and give them some funding so they can actually go and do faster and more and change the trajectory to bring more kids and individuals into the museum.
Eisenberg says he's looking forward to seeing people, young and old, take part in everything the Art Academy has to offer.
The Bob Jones Patriots taking on Auburn this morning with a spot in the 7A title game on the line. We got highlights from Birmingham coming up next.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then, stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9, featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush. Fast-paced news updates, featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True crime warrior style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look, to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app. Available on Android and iOS devices. Streaming 24/7.
Fox 54 Sports is sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
7A girls semifinals getting underway this morning as Bob Jones took on Auburn. The Tigers getting off to a hot start. Brayley Winfrey drilling the three-pointer, and it's already a 6-0 lead for Auburn. More from the Tigers running the show. Caden Carr driving inside, getting the shot to fall. Tigers on top of the Patriots 40-31 at the half. But Bob Jones showed up in a major way in the third quarter. Out the break, Ella Watts gets the easy bucket here. She had 29 points on the day. Then off the inbounds, Watts throws to Jakaya Smith, who dishes inside to Alea Abenozi, and Bob Jones takes the lead over Auburn. And the ladies from Madison were not done. Jakaya Smith, the state all-star, slicing through the defense for 2 of her 24 points. Bob Jones has the lead late in this game. Patriots trying to run out the clock now off the inbounds, but Auburn gets a steal and the foul. Jalen White goes to the charity stripe. She would miss both free throws. A last-second putback is blocked by Watts, and Bob Jones scored a huge come-from-behind victory today, winning by a final 65-63. The advance to the 7A title game to face Hoover. Moving over to pro football, one of the longest tenured players in the NFC South Division is set to hit free agency. According to ESPN, the New Orleans Saints and Cameron Jordan could not come to a deal on an extension. So when the new league year begins, Jordan will test the free agency waters. Jordan has been with the team for 15 seasons, and he's the team leader in career sacks with 132. That does for sports on Fox 54. I'm Mo Carter.
Coming up tonight on Fox 54 News at 9, arguments underway in a lawsuit challenging the National Guard's deployment in Memphis. We'll take you to the courtroom. Changes are looming for Alabama SNAP recipients, placing new restrictions on what you can buy for your family. Our Valentina Chalala explains why some are pushing back. And hundreds of Iranians and 6 U.S. soldiers are dead after just 1 week of Operation Epic Fury. The latest updates on the war in Iran tonight at 9.
I'm Hudson Dunaway. I'm 9 years old, and I'm going to try to break the record for the most consecutive shots in a row.
Ooh, a Huntsville boy has set a new Kids World record for consecutive basketball shots. Wow, according to Kids World Records, Hudson completed 264 consecutive shots on February 27th, achieving a feat recognized by Kids World Records for the boys 7 to 9 age division. His record-breaking attempt will appear in the 2027 edition of the Kids World Record book. The fact that this is local is huge.
I think it's very exciting.
Shout out to Hudson.
And I like that it's just shots taken. So Hudson did not have the pressure of having to make the shots.
Just
do the